Hello and welcome to The Wait is Over. This is a weekly update on the progress I have seen so far. And this week, I am proud to say, although it's Saturday, and it would have been good for this to be on a Tuesday, because I could demonstrate once again my radio DJ voice capabilities by saying, "It's 2 for Tuesdays." Actually, when I say it's twos, what I mean is that I have dropped into the 200-pound range from the 300-pound range.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
This is like an old friend you're reuniting with. About 20 years in the reunion, I'd say. Yeah. So it's a good update. I have been following the Cornerstone Wellness program, and the key to the program is basically just do what they say to do. And the supplements that I'm taking and the different aspects of monitoring what you're eating, and monitoring the type of thing that you're eating. I use measurements, portioning measurements. I have a digital scale, and it works well. This coming up Friday, I'm going to be meeting with the nutritionist or the wellness manager from the clinic that I'm attending, and we will try to look at where we can tighten up things and how we can make any needed modifications to continue the program and the success that it's already giving me. And so this is just I'll make it my weekly update. Each week is completely different. I mean, there could be weeks when I say I lost nothing. And this goes back to the point that I was discussing earlier, is that being obsessed with your actual physical weight loss, pound-wise, can be a disaster, because you can find yourself slipping into that old familiar, not so good thing of saying, I have to eat less, and eating less is not the key. And to be honest with you, I'm struggling just to eat everything that I need to maintain the calorie profile that's been set up for me. In fact, I almost have to force food down, because you have to have there's a specific calorie base that you try to meet each day. And again, for those, if you're watching this for the first time, the fat, carbs, and calorie balance can be a bit of a tricky go. There's foods that are dense in calories, but they also are high in fat. There's foods that are low in fat, but the calories also take a dive in that combination. And so it's just dialing it in. Now, I use an application that tracks what I'm eating, how much I've eaten, and how much I have left on. They call them the macros, which is basically a description of the types of nutrients that you're consuming. And so the journey is not easy. It never will be easy. And so let's just get away from this whole thing of using the word diet. Because if you look at the definition of diet, it is not eating lettuce, carrots, and celery sticks. The word diet is merely the description of what you eat. And because of the nature of the idea that when you say the word diet, you get a picture of being chained to a chair and having no access to the things that you want and starving. So let's make a better term. A healthier term would be, I'm not dieting. Anybody who is eating on a daily basis is dieting. What I'm doing is I am eating healthy. I am eating clean. Those are positive words that have a uplifting connotation. They're not a negative, they're a positive. When you look at some of the different media sources, they're masters at using negative words to describe people who they don't agree with, and positive words for those who they do. It's a technique that's not new, and so we can draw upon that and use that technique to say, I am not on a diet, I am on a path of healthy living and clean eating. And so let's make a distinction here, and don't get caught up in the aspects of I have to look a certain way, I have to be a certain way. Throw that out the window. If you can somehow figure out a way to make your health, if you will, maybe say it's not how I look, it's how I feel that matters, you'll be ahead of the game. And here's a thing with the mental aspect. If you can figure out how to do that, you can push beyond when that willpower says bye-bye. That's when desire remains. Desire stays. Desire doesn't depend on how you feel. Desire actually can kind of get stronger when you don't feel like doing what you should. And so, in what I'm doing, there's a starting point and an ending point. I know what my starting point was. That was 53 pounds heavier than what I am. My ending point is a question mark because I honestly don't know what my end goal is supposed to be. I have my application, my manager application set at 220 pounds. Is that too heavy? Is it too light? I have absolutely no idea. I'm flying on instruments only here. That's something that'll be seen as we come to it. I mean, that's just the way it is. And so I want to make sure that I impart the mentality and the idea that the word diet with its negative connotations is not good. Get away from that. I'll tell you something. I'm not hungry at all. In fact, like I said before, I'm kind of like overstuffed. I'm kind of, in a weird way, I kind of hope that they reduce how much I have to eat because it's not easy to do. Wouldn't you like to have a healthy eating program that's like that? See, that is the antithesis, if you will, of dieting. It's having an issue with being able to eat enough. I mean, wow. And so I hope you can see the change that just making that step in the mind toward that better and more positive outlook. It's everything. And so what I'm going to do here is, again, my technology skills are yet to be improved. What I want to do is I want to do videos that show my actual food preparation. I will try to show you pictures of the application that I use, the way that it's constructed, It shows you a list of foods. You can put the foods in with a camera. I guess you scan the barcode of the food, and if it's not in the system already, you can add it in manually as well. So there's both ways that you can enter this stuff. And then you have a food list, the things that you eat regularly. And when you go to make a meal, you can put multi-add, and you just push the plus sign of whatever it is that you are going to prepare. It gives you a breakdown of the fat, calories, protein, and everything. And then what it does is, if you go to the top of the day's logging, it shows you what you had, what you have left. And one of the things I like about the app is that when you're doing the input of the dinner that you're preparing, it also shows you how many of the nutrients you're getting and then how many are left on the graph. So it's right there. So when you begin to utilize the tools that are available, the only thing you can do is succeed. There's no way that you can fail if you follow the program. That's just pure and simply what it is. So in the days upcoming, I will again be doing more and more updates, and I want to really demonstrate how this program works. And I want to demonstrate that you can do it if you have the right I'll say sense about you. You can probably do it without a program, as long as you follow a correct ratio number, which mine is I'm sorry, I can't recall. The fat, calories, and carbs are 35, 35, and 30. I'm having trouble recalling exactly which one is the 30 and the others are the 35. I think it's the fat is 30 and the other two are 35. So that equals 100%, of course. And so if you stay within those guidelines, you will succeed. You will succeed. And so this is where we'll put her to a close today. And be encouraged. Do not give up. And please make sure that you don't fall into a state of mind that says, this is too hard, I can't do this. Because what do you want? I guess that's what desire is. It's knowing what you want, and the goal is worth the effort. Sports athletes, business people, they have a goal, and they know what it takes to do the thing that they want to obtain, and therefore they succeed. Okay, friends, this is The Wait is Over. And if you are thinking about joining a healthier living plan, lifestyle, and clean and healthy eating, the wait is over. Today can be the day. All right. See y'all.